Good morning, guys. Unfrequented world. Just out in the rural countryside. Going to hit up a community center, 1880s circa. John and his friend Jen are going to meet me there. We're going to spend the morning looking for a good spot, see if we can find some old coins, get the lay of the land, and then this afternoon I'm going to meet Stan at the Colonial honey spot. So, should be a good full day of detecting. Wait a minute, that kind of sounds like Stan and I are going on a date. We're not! I'm really impressed with how this looks, guys. Absolutely amazing. So this is a community center in one of the little small towns outside of where we live. There's a sledding hill behind me. Behind that is a baseball diamond. Down here is a river to my left, and when I came in, there's a park that looks like it's a 100-year-old park going right down by the river. I got to show you guys this. Absolutely beautiful, and I could just see silver coins lying under the ground there. So I'm going to give you guys a clip of that right now. I'm stoked. This spot looks really good. Look at this park, guys. Look at this freaking park. If that does not scream happy digging to you, then you're not looking in the right spots. And it goes right over here across this bridge, and there's another whole green section in here. Top of all the green space here, we got a volleyball and tot lot to do as well. Look at that. That is so beautiful right there. Horseshoe pits in here. Like, I mean, I can just envision, you know, 150 years ago, where did the people go to hang out? Down by the river. So far, a pop cane and a couple holes of foil and one modern penny. But that's an indicator to me that nobody's dug this, because they were all good mid-70s signals, which could be anything. Look at this one, guys. The pull tab is right around the root, and it's a pretty big root. You know how they always say the grass is greener on the other side? It's so true. I want to be over where John is right now, but I've got all this beautiful park here on my side. I'm just like, man, he's probably finding good stuff. So far, the only thing he's reported is a 69 quarter. No doubt somebody has hit this place. There are 150 mid-50s, 60 signals all down here where I've just come. They left everything like that, but there are no high signals at all. So that tells me somebody's been here and cleaned it out. So that's not to say we won't find something here, but it's just not going to be laden with the silver I was dreaming of when I first pulled up. $72 to $75, and the coin just fell out right here, so you've seen as much as I have. Oh, I'm thinking silver, and I'd be wrong. Only a 79. So I've been here an hour, and John's got everything, including the crack pipe. So a ring, junker, anyway. But he's got enough for coffee 3 times over, and I got 1 quarter and a couple pennies so far. Well, I saw it. It's not old, but I'll take it. $2. Yeah, looks like a garbage bin to me. People are so freaking stupid. I always get excited when I find an old rag, and I think, expect the best. You're going to find some coins in there or something. But it hasn't happened yet, but I'm still looking. So yesterday I did a review for you guys on these new MPOW Sport Bluetooth headset. And I only metal detected for an hour with them, and I thought they were pretty good, and they are pretty good. But somebody else had mentioned that the cable sticks to the back of your neck. So the cable runs from one side over to the other, and it hangs down the back of your neck. And it does. As soon as you get sweaty, or if you're wearing a hoodie like it was this morning, it's kind of annoying. It is catching there all the time on the back, so it is what it is for 28 bucks, but yeah, a little annoying. So we've moved away from the river, and we're going to try the sledding hill, and the river, the wide part of the river is down there. So, you know, 100 years ago, people might have came and sat along there where John's doing. And we're just going to see what we can find here. Well, there's a 68, guys. That's the oldest one we've got so far, so a little disappointing. I spent the morning with John and his friend Jen checking out a new community center at one of the little towns 40 kilometers away, and I've come back to meet Stan at our Colonial spot here for the afternoon. He's not here yet, so I'm going to eat some lunch and get started. I'm going to go right down to the water this time and start around that area. Alright guys, so I've got the first find. It's a rosehead square nail, so could be 1700s here. And what I've done is I've put the macro cruiser on general mode, so like an all metal mode, and I'm just walking around and I found this signal. It wouldn't ring up in 3-tone or 4-tone, just a very tiny faint blip, but when I put it in like all metal mode, it was definitely telling me there was something there, and this was down there about 8 inches, so just the way it was turned, I guess, I don't know. So I think for today we're going to experiment and use general mode and go over all these spots behind us, which has been done time and again by myself, John, and Stan, and just see if there's anything we missed. It might end up being all a bunch of nails, but you never know, we might find some real treasure. 300 years ago when they made a nail, guys, they made it to last. These things hardly have any rust on them. They're just pristine. Just want to show you guys what we're doing here. We're in general mode, which is like an all metal mode. So that's telling you there's something there, it's iron. And then if I can get a lock on it with the pinpointer, I'm digging it. So this is what we're doing today, guys. All metal mode, general mode only. Okay, so I know this isn't exciting, guys, but that is Colonial. So, you know, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of iron wedge piece. And we're not going to miss anything today because we're in this all metal mode, so there might be a lot of this stuff. Was that just a bent nail, guys, or were they using that for a hook for some reason? It's very hook shaped. Alright guys, here is a very good example of hand poured Colonial lead. They would have used this for bird shot, and you can see this little nub at the top is how we know that it was hand poured. Really cool, really old. So while I'm going over the areas that we've already cleaned up, Stan's over here raking out a new spot. There's just so much stuff on top of the ground here. There's probably 7 inches of pine needles and leaves and stuff that it really needs to be removed for the detectors to become efficient. I was digging a hole right here and couldn't find my item, and my nose was right down here and touched something. Look what I found. You're hiding there, buddy. So far, nails, nails, and more nails. Alright, well, that's history, but not the kind I'm after. Okay guys, I don't know what it is. Maybe a piece of an old button, Tomback button. You can see it's something in here. It was ringing up right into the 70s. So, tiny. So I've just made my way up through here. The site where we're working is just down over the hill there, 70 yards. And look what I found here. What is this? Bunch of rock piled here. And a really old pole of some kind. Looks like it goes down there quite a ways. I thought I had a coin here. Look at the root mass that I was just digging through. 10 minutes I wasted on this. Turns out to be a chunk of Colonial lead. I thought for sure. That's what I'm dealing with anyway. Well, look at that. Stan finally hit a button. Still got the shank on the back and everything. That's nice. And I got another little wedge here. So it's not a nail, it's some kind of wedge. It's double wide from a normal nail, and it comes to a fine point. So, but anyway, the button is much cooler, obviously. Try finding that in the fading light, guys. That's a mini-me. Little tiny weeny. Well, can't say musket ball, that's a pellet. Chasing another little pellet probably. Well guys, that's it for today. Unfrequented World saying thanks for watching. Stan and Gary out. We didn't have the most exciting afternoon, but it's got to be done. We got to get rid of those nails, and we're going to bring in some screens eventually. That's the plan, to take off 10 inches of this top soil here, screen it, and then hit it with the detectors again. So lots of plans, but for now, unfortunately, that was it. Thanks for watching, guys.